Welcome back to this video again for part 3, and let's get on with it. So Naruto's hitting Zabuza with his sword, and also, before we continue more, how about you use a sword? How about you guys smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell for all notifications on all my videos. If you don't, then I will find you, and I will just click that notification bell, subscribe, and like this freaking video. And now I have to make part 3 because I messed up part 2. Yeah, now I have to make part 3. So let's go. There was no like go for part 2, so enjoy that part. I'll be shortly. I will do that right now, so just wait a minute. Yeah, like something like Zabuza's sword like this. Like you see this dude? You see this dude's sword? Like that? But without the long, like you see that long handle that it has? Yeah, just cut that really short. It's like really short, so. And also like the circle here will not be there. Like you see that circle right there? Like there? That's not gonna be there. That's not gonna be there. And the long handle of the sword is not gonna be there as well. It's just gonna be Naruto swinging a ginormous sword filled with lightning cackling all over it. Like Zabuza, he's just probably gonna be like, oh shoot, I messed up. I really need to like flip it. I really should get out of here with Haku. So this man is like, okay, so let me just get out with Haku and we can go. Naruto, and she thinks about that, but meanwhile Haku, he's snoring. Like you see Haku sleeping all day, like he's just knocked out. Like Sudoku knocked him out by overpowering him with electricity. And since Haku had no ice mirrors to hold him through, and since Sudoku's way too fast, Haku was knocked out. You're probably like, Sudoku's OP, but he's actually a C-rank ninja like Haku. So Naruto's just training a freaking 8-year-old, just beating out, like that. Yeah, but it's hilarious though. Yeah, but though it's hilarious that Haku was defeated by a freaking 8-year-old. It's hilarious that Haku was destroyed and utterly bodied by a 10-year-old. And this man 15. This man 15, a chunin. And he's snoring on the floor. Like, everyone can tell this man's snoring. Like, one punch and he's snoring. Like, Haku, you really need to train after this. Naruto just keeps bodying Zabuza, and let's just say Zabuza, he tries getting the upper hand, which he does. And then out of nowhere, the most embarrassing thing, Naruto kicks this man up in the air. This man is like, oh shoot. This man's like, what the flip? And then he tries flipping down and land on his feet. Then after Naruto rushes towards him with a blinding speed, Zabuza tries to counter this. And you see the most hilarious part happen of your life. This man gets kicked down with a judo slam, and then Naruto then literally uppercuts this man, and this dude's like, what the hell? And then after he hits him in the stomach, and then he gets kicked all the way back, and hits the ground. And then after Naruto kicks him up again, and then after Zabu's like, oh no, please don't. Then Zabuza Zabuza splashes in water, revealing he was versing water clones. Zabuza, who's running, like this man running for his life. And then after then after Naruto, who's like, oh my gosh, you call yourself an A-rank ninja? And Naruto, who actually knows who Zabuza was, you're probably like, how does Naruto know Zabuza? Well, Naruto actually ran into Zabuza and asked him if he wanted to join his group, but Zabuza declined. So if he can only beat me in a battle, so he decided to fight him, but not now. Zabuza thought he was a chicken. So now this man literally kicks Zabuza down to the ground and then points a sword right to this man's face. And this man is crying and begging for his life. Like, just imagine it. A freaking tallest 12-year-old that's the height of Itachi, standing over you with a ginormous sword pointing at your neck. Pointing at your freaking neck and saying, so are you gonna join me or not? And Zabuza's like, okay, fine, I'll join you. Please don't kill me. And then Naruto tosses him the same cloak. And then Zabuza puts it on. And then Sudoku tosses Haku a cloak after he wakes this man up from his nap. This man was snoring. Then Haku was like, fine. Finally, that beating has stopped. Like, Haku, you could see this man's face with so much bruises. I can tell this man went to a harsh fight. And the Leaf Ninja who just saw what transpired, they're like, oh shoot, yeah, Kakashi's like, they've joined forces. And then after, Gato arrives on the bridge. And Naruto has finished healing Zabuza and Haku. Gato arrives on the bridge saying, wow, I even watched the whole entire fight. A freaking child was able to kill the infamous Zabuza, one of the greatest swordsmen in the world, and make him surrender? Now, that's what I'm talking about. Naruto, who looks at Gato, so he's the dude you're working for? And plus, anyway, I don't know and then Gato says, I don't know if I should pay you. And then after he's like, but anyway, I was not gonna pay, I was gonna give it to someone else. Cause some dudes need some money, so how about we help by donating it to them? And then after a bunch, he comes out with an army of thugs behind him. And Naruto's like, so these are friends as well? No, he's a bastard sneaky employer. He hired me to kill that man over there. And Naruto was like, okay. So shall we kill him? And Naruto and Zabuza's like, he is a betraying bastard, so I guess we can kill him. And then Kakashi and Team 7 look at that ginormous army, and then they're like, how the flip do you expect to defeat that much? And then Naruto puts his hand in the cross and says, Shadow Clone Jutsu. And then the whole entire thugs is like, wow, this dude thinks he could kill us all? Man, he must be insane giving us just shadow clones. And then after this, then Gato says, kill them all. As the whole entire group rushes, and Naruto's clones hit them so hard with the lightning cloak, version 2, killing almost everybody in the bridge. Like, I mean, the bridge is literally a place with a bunch of knocked out and dead, let's just say, sleeping dudes. They knocked out. I meant with a bunch of dead, a bunch of deads. They're gone. They're wiped out. And Gato, who's running for his life, Zabuza pops up right in front of Gato and swings one sword, and Gato becomes headless Gato. Oh yeah. And as I said before, this channel and this video and this whole entire What If is not for kids under the age, or is only for teenagers, okay? So that's what I'm warning you now. I'm sorry for saying those stuff. And yes, there was a little bit of gore in here. Yes, there was a little bit of gore. I'm sorry. But Gato, is off with his head. Just joking. Yeah. Gato becomes headless Gato. Now this man's headless. He got no head. Like he was gone. This dude literally flipping defeated Gato. So Gato is dead. The bridge is rebuilt and called the Great Lightning Dragon, the great Yellow Lightning Dragon Bridge, or the organization name called the Dragons, the Great Dragon Bridge. Yeah, let's call it the Great Elemental Dragons Bridge. So Naruto and Zabuza leave until Kakashi are like, stop Naruto, and then he's like, everyone does know who the Rogue Ninja is, and Naruto is to be captured. Cause Naruto used the blood clone. Is to be captured and brought back to the Leaf, and to be executed, not to be killed on sight. Cause they still need to know if Naruto unsealed the Nine Tails, which it kind of looks like he did. Cause then when Hiruzen came, when they searched, they saw no seal on him, so they think he unsealed the Nine Tails, so he might know where the whereabouts it is. So they're bringing him for interrogation. And then Kakashi's team stops them, and he's like, you do know, right? Sorry, but we have to bring you back by orders. Even Genin teams. It's an order. If you spotted him and didn't bring him back, you will be punished. And the village has a really good habit of finding things out really fast. So they have to bring him back. And plus each time they always have eyes on each squad. Any Genin squad that runs into him must bring him back. Like, they must negotiate with them. At least if you're a Genin squad, you must trick him to coming back to the Leaf, or if you're not, he has to. Like, someone like Kakashi could actually beat this man. So Kakashi stops Naruto and says, "We can't let you go. We have to bring you back to the Leaf." Sai says, "Yes, I have to." And he sends a bird to the village and tells Danzo about this. Danzo, who thinks that he can send his Anbu there, but he can't. So he's gonna try doing one thing: getting Naruto and killing him. But since this is a matter, Danzo decides to tell the council, because, hey, have the council on this man's trail. He's done. So this man tells the council members who were with Danzo. They go to the Hokage and tell him about this. Just joking. He just tells Danzo, so Danzo knows where this man is heading. He's leaving. He's almost at the border of the Land of Fire, which he is. He's heading towards the border of the Land of Fire to go over to the Earth Village, to go to the Land of Earth, to go to the Land of Stone, the Land of Earth, Wind. Yeah, the Land of Fire, the Land of Wind, the Land of Water, and the Land of Stone. Yeah, the Land of Stone, heading over to the Land of Earth. Close to the he heads over to the border. Danzo alerts the Anbu and sends them after Naruto. They go They say he sends thousands of Anbu after Naruto, because he actually thinks that Naruto knows the whereabouts of the Nine Tails, or sealed it inside of himself, or even sealed it inside of a redhead Uzumaki child. So they're trying to find that kid, extract the Nine Tails from him, and put into someone else. Because they always say, oh yeah. So Danzo does that. And while he's doing that, the worst thing happens. His Anbu gets slaughtered. His Anbu does not get killed. His Anbu actually get into the wrong trail and follow blood clones. While they use the other route, yeah, the Anbu don't get killed. They just end up following blood clones, which they easily defeat. So they're like confused, and then after they bring the kid, but then after they figure out one thing, they bring the kid to the leaf, and then after they try extracting the Nine Tails, but it's not working. And then this is how it works. They check, and then they see no seal on the kid's belly, meaning that this was a fake. And then after Naruto is now spotted, then after Naruto just leaves a note saying, haha, you fell for it. Meanwhile, Naruto finished crossing the border and actually heads towards the hidden stone, which he actually heads towards the border, then makes a turn, goes to the land of what do you call it? The land of falls and the land of springs, located inside the land of fire, like the spring place, like where there's a lot of springs. So he goes in there and was able to run into Fu, which he later recruits. And yeah, he technically recruits a ton of people. Like he recruits Karin and gets her out of the hidden hidden grass village. And then Zabuza finds one of the swordsmen. Like, the swordsman of the hammer axe sword? Like the Skull Crusher? Yeah, I think the Skull Crusher was killed. I think so. But I think Naruto recruits the swordsman. The weird dude who had the two swords? One of the 7 ninja swordsman's sword that could actually channel lightning. Naruto recruits him, and then he leaves, and then he turns his little group, and then after he gets it, so Naruto has a ton of people, like 50 members of the elemental dragons by now. So Naruto, after making those detours, heads to the land of Earth and tries to recruit Moshi, which Moshi declines. Han accepts though, and then he leaves with Han. So there's organizations. There's a big organization coming up, which Naruto has kept under the wraps. Naruto hears of the tuning exams and thinks it's interesting, and starts having a spy network, realizing the sand is about to get tricked by Orochimaru. Naruto heads to the leaf and sneaks in, undetected, since he knows about the barrier and he's good with seals now. He sneaks in, gets inside the tuning exams, destroys every single person in there. Then after destroying every person, this man literally destroyed Naruto and his little organization goes into the hidden leaf. After breaking in there, they then were able to they were able to defeat. They're able to destroy. They're able to what do you call it? What do you say? They're able to penetrate the leaf, get out in time. They're able to penetrate the leaf. Yes, they're able to go inside. Then after doing that, after getting inside the leaf, they're able to, how do you put it? They're able to get in the leaf, and then after doing that, after getting inside the leaf, they're able to, they're able to get inside the leaf. After doing that, he brings his organization along, every member. Like, by now, he probably has 200, since he went to the land of Earth, and he took all the shinobi he can find, and then got everyone to settle on a base, got everyone inside his ranks, and then they started taking missions. So Naruto technically has a lot of money, but he can't really build a base, so they're a traveling giant, enormous group who arrives at Konoha, breaks in, and sneaks in. So Naruto, who's sneaking in, this is a part about the time when the finals is happening. Naruto sneaks in, was able to find Naruto was able to walk around and find a person sitting at a lake. He was able to find a person looking in the hot spring. He went to the person and said, "What the heck do you think you're doing?" The person says, "Go away, kid." And then Naruto's like, "Who the heck? What the heck are you doing still, pervert? I can't mind my own business while a pervert is here, peeking at something he's not supposed to be." Naruto, who goes up, grabs the person and turns around. The person looks at Naruto and he's like, "What do you want, kid?" And then Naruto, who's like, "Who are you?" And after then he's like, "You ask who am I? Well, kid, he's like, "Why do you want to know?" "'Cause I want to know. You look like someone." And then after Jiraiya says, "My name is Jiraiya, the legendary Sannin. Jiraiya the Toad Gallant. Jiraiya the Gallant Toad Sage." And then Naruto was like, "Wait, did you say Toad Sage? Yeah, you're one of those legendary Sannins?" "Yes, you know me, kid." And then Naruto, he's like, "Who are you?" And then Naruto, of course, knowing who Jiraiya is and knowing that it's his grandpa. Yes, Jiraiya is gonna be Naruto's grandpa, so Jiraiya freaking gonna have a grandson this time, and it's gonna be with Tsunade. Okay, so if you have any trouble with it, you can settle with fist, okay? So Naruto, who's like, "Wait, fine, come with me, I can't tell you." He's like, "Tell me, fine. If I'm gonna tell you my name, but we have to tell it privately." It's like, "Why?" "Because," he's like, Jiraiya gets serious. He's like, "Why is that?" And then Naruto's like, "Just come." And then Naruto puts a privacy seal, making himself invincible and no one hearing him, and pulls off his mask and says, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki, and the person who's hiding in the tree is Shiryu Uzumaki." Shiryu steps down, jumps off, and then after Jiraiya's like, "No way. Yes, it's me, Grandpa." He's like, "You even know me?" And then after Jiraiya hugs Naruto and he's like, I thought you were dead. He's like, no, I'm not dead. No, I'm not dead, actually. I faked my death so I can become a rogue shinobi. That's what I did. And he's like, so... Yes, by the way, you've probably heard of my organization, the Elemental Dragons. You can tell by my cloak. And then Jiraiya's like, of course I can. So it turns out you're my grandson, the leader of the Elemental Dragons. And then he's like, yes, but why are you in the leaf? The truth is, I picked up on some things in my spy network. That there was going to be an attack, that Orochimaru, one of the Snake Sanis, the rogue ninja, was going to attack and try to kill the Hokage and disguise himself as the Kazekage. So at this point, so I didn't want anything to happen. I got my whole entire organization of 200 shinobis to come with me after we had a little base in the land of Earth, a tiny little base, since we didn't really have enough money. We don't really have a base yet. So we're thinking that we should probably tell the Hokage, but I'm going to have to hide my identity. After telling the Hokage, get employed for a mission, then get paid on the mission, then leave. Then Naruto, who's like, okay. So Jiraiya's like, anyway, let me go see the holograms. They head to the Hokage's office, eventually arriving. And then after we skip to the Hokage's office, they arrived. We skip to the Hokage, who's sitting in a chair, looking at his mortal enemy, be even greater than Orochimaru. Paperwork. The Hokage is like, you paperwork. You've got me this time, but you're not gonna beat me, the Hokage says. He grabs a pen like he's whipping out a sword. He grabs something like he's pulling out a sword, and he's like, you never destroy me. Holding the pen like a kunai. And then after he starts saying, do your worst, paperwork. And then the Hokage starts going through them. Like the anime scene when he pulls out the kunai, like he's pulling out, like when he pulls out the pen, like he's pulling out a kunai. That's an anime scene. And then he pulls out, and then after he starts writing so fast that you could see like the pen is burning out, which is impossible. Then after finishing writing the test, writing every single paperwork, his secretary comes in and says, Lord Hokage, you have more paperwork. Makes a stack of paperwork, and then the Hokage yells, no! Damn you, Minato! And then yells, damn you, Minato! Then looks up and says, damn you, Minato, if you just didn't have to die on me. And then after starts looking down starts looking at the paperwork, and then a rain cloud comes over him. And then the Hokage is like, just a few more years and I shall retire. And I shall live the greatest life of my life. Just have to find a new Hokage, that's it. But no person could go inside the Hokage, and plus Kakashi hates the Hokage position because the council was so damn annoying. And secondly, Guy can't take it because he's gonna make everyone dress in orange jumpsuits, and he's gonna be vulnerable. Secondly, my son Asuma won't take it because he has a girlfriend. And secondly, the council will overpower him. I can't give it to Danzai because he's gonna make everyone emotionless. Minato, damn you! He says again, and then after the secretary comes in again. Oh yeah, Lord Hokage, you have visitors and more paperwork. And then he stacks it on top of the huge stack that he has on his desk. And then the Hokage yells again, Minato, damn you! And then after that, she's like, oh yeah, you have some guests. And then he says, Lord Jiraiya is here to see you with someone else. And then Naruto pops up inside and then Jiraiya comes in, and then he's like, hello, sensei. Hello, Jiraiya. What do you want now? I just want to speak to you. I have a little friend here who'd like to say a few things. Where is he? Then Naruto pops up. He's like, long time no see, Lord Hokage. He's like, do I know you? Then Naruto then puts his head closer, and then Naruto pulls off his mask and says, of course you do. Then he's like, he recognized Naruto so instantly, even though he looks different. But Naruto is still the same age as he is in the tuning exams, but he's tall as Itachi when he was 13, because Naruto's 13 right now. But Naruto's tall, he's tall. He's the same height as Itachi when he massacred the Uchiha clan. Like, that man was tall. Like, him and Shisui actually were almost tall, was the same height. Almost the same height as Kakashi. Yeah, that's Naruto. That's Naruto. But just inches tall. Like, yeah, I'll also end this video right here. Bye.